Hi everyone. Today we're going to evaluate an expression. The expression we're going to evaluate together is 3x plus 2, and we're going to use the following values to help us evaluate it. Now, what evaluating means is really just solving for a given value of x. And so if, for example, I wanted to evaluate it using 0, I would substitute 0 in for x. 3 times 0 would give us 0. Plus 2 is equal to 2, and that is our first solution. There we go. Now, we would continue like this, evaluating this expression. Now we're going to use 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. When x is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. When x is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. When x is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And our final step is to evaluate when x is 5. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. Now we could keep going. I could have added more values for x, but we'll stop for there at this point today, and we're going to graph what we have discovered. So you need a coordinate system grid, and you're going to extend your y-axis, and I think I need to go as far as at least 17, and I also should make sure that my values fit on the x-axis, and we don't have to go as far for that because x, we only got up to 5 for x. So when you're plotting your points, your x and your y are partners known as coordinates. So when x is 0, y is 2, and then we mark down the point that we formed. So when x is 0, which is right here, y is 2, 1, 2, and we're going to draw ourselves a point. By the way, this point actually has a specific name. This is known as the y-intercept. A y-intercept is the place where a line crosses the y-axis, and it can be a very handy point to know. So our y-intercept, our next two coordinates, x is 1, y is 5. X is 1, y is 5. Mark that point. When x is 2, y is 8. When x is 3, y is 11. When x is 4, y is 14. And finally, when x is 5, y is 17. And up we go. There we go. Okay, now if you take a look, you can clearly see a particular line here. And we're not going to connect the points, even though it is tempting to do so. The only reason that we're not doing that is we're going to call this a discrete linear equation, which means that we're just interested in these points here. We're not interested in x having a value that is not a whole number in this case, or not an integer. So there you have it. Now, what you're going to do is I'm going to give you a new equation. Write that down right now for you. So let's try, let's do 4x, and we're going to subtract to start off with. So let's go 4x take away 2. And you are going to make a t-table as well. So use the line function to do that. There you go. And then use the text box to mark your x and your y. Your x coordinates, do the same thing we did here. So start at 0 and go to 5, 0 to 5. And then you're going to evaluate this expression by substituting the values of x in and then figuring out your y coordinate. And just like we did before, you're going to graph your coordinates so that you can see the line that forms. There you go. Good luck, everyone.